1,000 hands up to the sky. We gon' get toasted tonight. I've been feeling it all day. I wanna let it go. I wanna lose control. Oh, I'm ready to roll. And I've been daydreaming about this night for a long time. I wanna dance with you under the light. I toasted a wild. I toasted a good life. I toasted the lovers. I toast to you and I. I toasted a wild. To you and I. To you and I. I'm on the edge. Feels like I've been walking on ice. Wanna let everything go and feel alright. When I hear the drums and the heartbeats, sweat drip down our bodies. Oh, I know we're living. Run it down, we gonna have a good time. 1,000 hands up to the sky. We gon' get toasted tonight. I've been feeling it all day. I wanna let it go. I wanna lose control. Oh, I'm ready to roll. And I've been daydreaming about this night for a long time. I wanna dance with you under the light. I toasted a wild one. I toasted a good life. I toasted a lover.
Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast Live. We have been gone for a minute. We're back.
We weren't gone to them. Bless you.
Ew. Why is that ew?
That was a disgusting sneeze.
Why? It's a normal bodily function, y'all.
No, you sneeze all the time and we've never said ew.
What?
It came from your gut.
Yeah, it was. I'm sick. Like, my God.
Yeah.
If only I could get some sympathy, that would be really lovely.
Snatchler. Snitch Cam, back at it again.
Oh my God.
What's good, everyone? Live from New York. It is Tuesday. We've been working. We haven't been gone. We've been right here, but just
No, we haven't been
bi-coastal.
live.
We're just bi-coastal.
We're some bi-coastal podcasters. We spent all week in LA and the West Coast just churning out content. If you haven't checked out our LA week episodes, they're all up on YouTube and on our iTunes. We had guests Morgan Stewart, Brad Goreski, Gary Giannetti, Tanya Rad, Becca Tilley, Tasha Adams, and finally, yesterday's episode, we concluded LA Week with Lauren Elizabeth with an amazing announcement that Lauren is launching a podcast on our network, Toast News Network. It was
TNN.
It is called Mood.
Ever heard of it?
With Lauren Elizabeth. You can check it out. It's available now on Spotify and iTunes. Feel free to subscribe, rate, review, the whole thing. Episodes are coming out every Wednesday, so tomorrow her first episode launches, and feel free to support a Toast Network News talent.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I'm personally excited to listen to it.
Me too.
Just get some tips and tricks on how to be an it girl.
She's such an interesting girl, yeah.
She is, but she also has like tips and tricks just for living.
Yeah.
Like I've learned a lot of things through her Instagram, and I look forward to continue the learning process.
Yeah.
What did everyone think about LA Week? Counts or snitch? What do you think about LA? Are you still Snitch Chamberlain now that we're back?
No, I'm ugly.
You're very much
Chamberlain.
back to
Yeah, I'm back to my roots.
You're ugly Chamberlain?
Yeah. I felt good about it. I was happy for like the first 4 days, and then the rest was just pure misery.
Oh, so just the time that you spent alone with me. Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, it was Toast LA was like really fun, but like it was like a lot of reward for a lot of like effort. You know what I mean? Like I felt like
we were getting out what we were putting in, but we were putting in so much.
So we did a Lady Gang episode, which I believe is out today if you want to check it out. It was really fun. Unfortunately, Becca Tobin wasn't there, so I couldn't ask her more questions about Glee. But Jack Van Eck was there, and we met her, and we kind of, you know, we
buried the hatchet.
We buried the hatchet, yeah. Even though there was no hatchet.
No, but like we did say some stuff and we had to answer for our sins, and we did. And I think she was like totally cool. And now she's going to come on this show.
She's too cool to like care, you know?
When she's in town in November, she's going to come on the Toast. So that's
And Kelty was there, so check it out. And then what else did we do? We did Nick Vile's podcast. When is that coming out?
I think that might be coming out, I guess it would have come out this morning. I don't know. It's still early LA time.
I think he said like 2 weeks, but that was like a week ago, so I don't know.
His shows come out on Tuesday, so it was either today or next Tuesday.
Okay, so just like look out for it. I did have the McDonald's podcast, which was really fun, and it has already come out. It was just like lots of good stuff, you know, lots of talking. I feel as though by the end of the week, I officially ran out of things to talk about, which is saying a lot for me.
I know, but it made me realize, like, maybe we're not meant to be morning show hosts. Like, maybe we're meant to be afternoon show hosts because we had so much more energy.
But we always say that.
But was it the town? Was it the town of
LA? It was
LA?
just because you were there and you were giving it your all.
Because we don't have energy right now, but we're giving it our all. Like we always give it our all just because we have to. It's literally what pays our rent.
I know, but like we tried so hard in LA, and like we said, like if we tried as
Yeah.
hard, we try hard here, but like we had spray tans, we were snatched, we were wearing new clothes, like really just caring about everything. Like
I would be broke if I had to live every day like my LA day. Like
That's
I spent
true.
so much money on clothing. I had a fucking Revolve order sent to the hotel.
We were
like,
out of control.
We were out of control. Like with my getting my hair done. Like I literally can't afford to live like that every day.
and
It's
also-
a special time.
Also, it's pointless because even if we got all like glammed up and you go to take pictures in New York City, you look like a big duty ball.
Yeah.
Because of the light. But like LA just makes you look like an angel because it's the city of angels.
And it's the warm sun and the light. Like it's really good for your skin.
It doesn't really matter what we look like in New York because there's just a gray cloud over everything.
Can I tell you something about my show in San Francisco?
Sure.
You know who I met?
Who?
Stylish Steens. The girl, so she was talking to me and we were just like having a conversation and she was like this cute girl wearing this cute opening ceremony dress and then she like waited till the very end to drop the bomb that she was Stylish Steens and I'm like, what?
Oh my
and
God.
I was like, you're literally our favorite Instagram account. She's like, I know, I need to be more active. I'm like, yes, please.
Oh, that's
like,
what she was posting last night.
Yes. So, and I told her, I'm like, can you try and post like all, like I wear super cheap clothes, like virtually disposable, but then like expensive handbags. I'm like, you only post the expensive handbags, everyone's gonna think I'm a billionaire. Like, no, like literally everything I'm wearing is from Amazon. You know, like this
Yeah.
from Boohoo, this from Forever 21, these pants are from Topshop,
Well, I think
these shoes are from Fergalicious by Fergie,
We
okay?
need to start tipping her off because I feel like she only knows your expensive handbags. It says it's Louis Vuitton, but like
Yeah.
she doesn't know what your T-shirt is.
So I was just like really excited to meet her. Like, I don't know. And she just like dropped the bomb on me and I was like, oh my God, Stylish Steens.
That's pretty cool.
She was, and you know what? She's a great representative for our brand. She was like this cute.
Was she a
blonde,
stylish Steen?
Very stylish, wearing like an opening ceremony like jumper,
Very
really
steeny?
cute, very steeny, and very stylish.
Wow, I love to hear it.
Yeah, so me and Margot, you know, we had a long weekend. We hit up San Diego, 2 shows in San Francisco. I haven't done 2 shows in one night. That's how I started. Like when I was in comedy clubs, you get the room for the night, so you want to make as much money. But like, it's so physically laborious doing meet and greet show meet and greet. Like we were there 2 o'clock, me to get home till midnight. And I stopped doing that because now I'm playing like bigger venues, so I don't need to do 2 shows. I'm just doing 1 show. But in San Francisco, we launched a 2nd show, and like it was the longest day of our lives. Like we were in the green room, like not okay. Ordering CPK, like watching Glee.
God.
Like I need a full body rub down.
I just want to do like a wellness check on the Snatchler.
She's not okay.
Because last time we saw her on the show, she had a sty and it was just like a bad day.
Yeah.
And how are you doing now? Like, did you have an allergic reaction?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. On the plane yesterday, I'm not allergic to anything, or so I thought. Up until this point in my life, I haven't been. And I had the warm nuts. And then all of a sudden, my throat was starting to close, and this part of my lip felt like really numb to the touch and like cold. It was just a sensation I had never felt before, which is why I think I jumped to the reaction of it being an allergic reaction because like what else could it be?
Mm-hmm.
It was really freaky.
Yeah, so
It
then-
wasn't just like your body rejecting like working overtime.
Probably.
Like, I feel like if that was it, like I just like wouldn't have felt like numbness.
You have to listen to your body. That's the lesson.
No,
Whatever.
you do. And honestly, I was like really freaked out because like when it comes to allergies, sometimes people are over dramatic, but then like next thing you know, they're dead.
No, and also when it comes to anything happening on a plane.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we asked the flight attendant for a Benadryl, but like because of these litigious times, no one would give us anything. And then we convinced one flight attendant to give us a Benadryl, and Margot fell asleep and was totally fine. But
Yeah.
it was like scary for like a couple minutes.
Because you always hear about those people who like have an allergic
Bethany
reaction on the
Frankel,
plane
she ate
and
fish
then
on the
die.
plane.
And
So it was like I was either dying.
or it was going to be an emergency landing, and then like everyone would hate you.
And
Right.
honestly, that would have been worse.
Yeah, that's
oh my
worse.
God, because no one would hate you more than Claudia.
Right, no. And then like you'd be dead and like I would be to blame. I'm like, yeah, my sister's the one who made the plane land.
And
yeah.
now I'm in Detroit.
Right, yeah. That would have been way worse.
So it was touch and go for a minute, but
but we were fine.
I'm
Well,
alive.
do you guys want to know a crazy factoid about me?
No,
Thanks for
because I don't
asking.
want to hear about your wonderful weekend
Because
where you didn't do anything.
What, you
and
like,
took
I
care of your
slept for
skin.
like 26
No,
hours.
It's better than that.
What?
So much better than that.
What?
So obviously I'm here today, dressed and ready. This is the first time I'm leaving my house since I got home from the airport
Stop.
on Friday.
I'm
First
so jealous.
time I saw air, daylight, sun.
Oh, Claudia, do you
Barely.
want to talk about the porn?
Oh my God, I cannot even tell you my experience on Alaska Airlines. And I feel as if it's an unfair representation of Alaska Airlines. Me and Margot flew from San Diego to San Francisco, which you think you could drive, but you definitely can't.
No, you could take the train like in Real Housewives of Orange
No,
County.
that was to LA. Like,
Oh.
yeah, the Pacific Coastliner. I tried to look
Sounds
into
nice.
it. Yeah, it did sound nice, but it was too much work for us to do it. So I'd never flown Alaska Airlines before, and I got on the plane and I was shook because it was like literally the biggest, nicest plane ever. Like, I could have done a cartwheel. Like, there was so much space. It was so confusing. I'd never experienced anything like it. Me and Margaret were sitting in the second row, and in the first row is this couple who were just like giving me weird vibes to start. And like the second they sit down, like they could not stop touching each other. And the thing is with these airlines, with this specific airline, was that the first class seats, like you were sitting in A and B, so you were next to each other, but there was such a big gap between the two chairs that sitting behind someone, it's like I was watching a movie. Like I got a whole screen into these people's lives. And the more I think about it, the more I realize these people were probably having an affair because like they just couldn't get enough. It's like they were going back home to their families and like they just wanted to fuck one last time. So me and Margot had the extreme misfortune.
Or they were on their way to the affair.
Maybe.
And they just
were
like,
excited.
Yeah, and they were excited.
Yeah, it's like, do you affair in San Francisco or San Diego? Like, is San Diego home or San Francisco home?
Ooh, it could be either, honestly.
either.
They're like the same thing.
But you know what was weird? They were like the social events coordinator of the flight. Like, they knew everyone on the plane. Like, people were getting up, going to the bathroom.
Oh, so then it couldn't have been
Claudia,
an affair.
and the tattoo. The girl.
So it couldn't have been an affair if they knew people
Oh.
and they were having an affair in broad daylight.
You know what? This guy was fucking disgusting, and
Yeah,
we noticed it
yeah.
from the second he sat down. So we're sitting, and people are still boarding, and this girl comes on. And she's like a cool girl. You know, she's got a backpack. She's wearing a short sleeve shirt, and she has like a huge tattoo sleeve on her arm. And this guy is like asking her questions about her tattoo while like touching and gracing her arm, which is like.
And now we know where his hands have
Yeah,
been.
but like even if his hands weren't up another woman's vagina, like if anyone ever touched my arm, like I would be so don't fucking touch me.
And
like,
then he was like lifting her sleeve. Like
yeah.
he wasn't
And
just
she,
like, oh.
she wasn't like showing him the tattoo. Like he was literally taking it for himself. So we knew he was weird, and then we proceeded to sit behind him for 90 minutes while he literally fingered his girlfriend and made out with her and choked and pulled her hair. And literally I have so many videos of it on my phone because I couldn't believe, and I knew no one would believe me. Like if I didn't get a video, I knew nobody would believe me that I saw literally he put his fingers up his girl's vagina. And I was gonna post them on Instagram, but like, remember when that girl did that whole Twitter thread about the two people falling in love, and then she got like
Hate.
she got so much trouble for just like writing a love story, and like that was a positive thing. So I just like tried to take that as a lesson, being like, if I post these people, like I'll get in trouble or whatever. So I posted one video where I kind of blacked out their face, where they literally are just like sucking each other's noses. It was so disgusting. And
The video suffices because I know you guys are asking. I did see the videos.
Yeah, I sent them to Jackie. I sent a couple people DM me like who I know, and they were like, "Let me see," and I'm like, "Okay." You know?
I send them to all my friends.
They're pretty horrifying, honestly. But the one that you posted like sums up the grossness without being like, we're not seeing vagina.
Explicit.
And you don't see vagina in the videos, but like, you get the gist of the nastiness.
You don't need to see a vagina to know where the hands go.
You get the vaginal vibes.
You don't need to see any more than what you posted to understand that these people were disgusting.
It was so crazy.
Who am
like,
I? Who am I?
No, and then like sucking her nose, like I could die. And like I just, you know, it's like someone could say like, why didn't you just like stop looking? It's like I was trying to watch The Fabulous World of Jeffree Star, but literally my eyes kept getting pulled. Like I couldn't not look. It was literally like a train wreck. I was rubbernecking, okay?
She really, I was in the seat on the window, and I was able to somewhat block the view. Claudia had no
I was
choice.
right there. Like they were basically doing it in my lap. It was so insane. Like vileness.
I'm literally feeling queasy. Like I think we actually need to move on.
Like I know this is mean to say, but if they were like cute, like it wouldn't have been so terrible. Like
No, but they could have been cute, and no one kissing like that is appetizing for an onlooker.
Yeah,
So
it
even
was
if
just-
they were like cute people, and then they start like playing tongue swords.
And then I don't even want to tell you that.
Nope.
What's the end?
Where he put his hand in the snack basket.
Oh, yeah, he put his hand in the snack basket, and there was some unwrapped fruit in there. Really not cool. Nobody else could eat anything. Me and Margaret took wrapped Cheez-Its, and I was still very, very trepidatious. And then, when we got off the plane, they stood up and walked. And, like, we walked right behind them. And there was just, like, weird things in the seat, you know, like where they both had been sitting.
Okay, now I'm officially ready to move on from this story.
Okay.
And I'm going to use this to segue to the fact that we both watched the Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson documentary so far.
Yes, but the last episode I didn't watch the last 20 minutes because I was busy, like, watching porn.
Okay, well, we are going to recap it, and whatever happened in the last 20 minutes, hopefully, like, I won't spoil for you, but I think you get the gist of
You
what
know,
happened.
I have been, like, really getting on Jackie and Margaret to watch it because I have, like, recently fallen in love with Jeffree Star, and, like, I know it's super controversial. And I went back and watched a lot of the old videos, the first series with with Shane Dawson, where he talks about, like, why he got canceled. It's actually super interesting, so.
Oh, I might have to watch that. I didn't know how I felt about Jeffree Star for so long because it's like, he doesn't like Kylie, which makes me not like him.
Me too.
But I like his like brazenness and his
business.
And it's all really impressive, and like his branding, and I mean his fucking closet like is
Sickening.
like what dreams are made of. But the jury was out for me, and now the jury is back in. It was, you know, everyone voted unanimously that we love. We stand. And I just have the most respect for him.
Respect. And I literally went and I bought Margot a $60 Jawbreaker palette because I wanted an eyeshadow palette, but I don't really wear eyeshadow, but Margot does.
Well, I went to his website because I wanted to buy something, because when he was talking about his eyeshadows being like the best
Formula.
possible quality, like I was like, oh, that's what I need. But none of them like were wearable.
It's not for us like who just wear like neutrals. It's for people who like to create like full looks and make YouTube videos about it, like aka Margot. So I got her a palette.
But I wish she would just do like one neutral palette for like all the basic girls who are now being introduced to him.
No, same, and just call it like the Jeffree Star basic palette.
100%.
No, I went on and then I bought a couple liquid lipsticks because I've also heard they're very good. But I couldn't get a palette because I don't really fuck with eyeshadow. Okay,
we'll get into that later. I think now it is time for the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
And it's time, for sure. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself, by getting into the stories before letting everyone know that today's episode is brought to you by one of our favorite long-standing brands here at the Morning Toast, Scentbird.
Our week in LA was sponsored by Scentbird.
Oh yeah, because I did not fucking shower. And I actually, at the meet and greets this weekend, met a lot of girls. I'm like, you guys smell so good, and they were all wearing Scentbird.
It's incredible. Like, it's just a necessity.
And according to Scentbird, scent is the most powerful sense you have. A smell can bring on a flood of memories, very true, influence your mood, and of course enhance your natural style. So you always want to be that girl who smells good, like
you do.
I have a couple friends who have like scents that are so them, and I'm like jealous because like I don't have like a distinct smell,
That's because you're a scent bird.
Right, and I'm always just like
flying around to new scents.
Yeah, I love that.
But they're probably like, I love seeing Claudia. You never know what she's gonna smell like.
Right, she's just like a potpourri of excitement. What perfumes? So Scentbird is a luxury fragrance subscription service for perfumes and colognes. They have more than 600 designer brands for you to choose from every month. You choose the perfume you want to try. They'll send you a 30-day supply. If you're not sure what type of scent you're looking for, you can sort and find your new fragrance by brand, style, occasion, season, and more. Plus, they have products from other categories like skincare, wellness, and makeup. They carry brands like Kopari, a personal favorite here at the Morning Toast, Glam Glow, Glow Recipe, Tarte, and so many more. So basically, the whole premise is they'll send you, they look like small bottles, but they actually have like over 100 sprays in them, which is more than enough for a month's supply. And you get to use it for the month. They come in like these. The best part of Scentbird is the carrying cases they come in.
The little twistable top. And they have Marilyn Monroe.
And they have super cute colors. And then you can get a new fragrance every month. You can try out different ones. They have fancy ass perfume bottles that like if you bought in a store would be so expensive, hundreds. So with our exclusive offer just for our listeners, you can get 30% off your first month today. That's only $10 for your first fragrance. Go to scentbird.com/toast or use our code TOAST for 30% off your first month. Again, that's Scentbird, SCENTBIRD.com/toast for you to try your first perfume or cologne at just $10. Sign on, smell amazing.
Ugh, you guys, what a good one.
What a good one. Honestly, I love Scentbird reviews.
I love reads. Is that like a...
No,
reviews?
Also like reviews, like getting feedback from people who bought Scentbird.
For sure, but I love a day when it's a Scentbird read.
No, me too. That's just like, we're chilling with Scentbird.
We're signing on, we're smelling amazing.
Right.
Like, what's good, counts.
And that's new for me, smelling amazing,
Right.
It's be rare.
This, like so many of our sponsors have really transformed our lives, and now we're smelling amazing. Okay, first story, a little happy bebe news. Shay Mitchell gave birth, but not without posting a YouTube video showing her enduring 33 hours of labor and an emotional birth.
You know what I was thinking about when I heard this story? I was thinking about all the Pretty Little Liars girls and like what they did after Pretty Little Liars. And I have to say, I think what Shay Mitchell did and has done is probably the most impressive.
Of all the gals?
Because
you don't think Troy going to the royal wedding is the most impressive?
That's pretty impressive. But
that's
Shay, that's because of her husband.
I know.
Shay Mitchell was like out here thirsting on YouTube, like at the height of her popularity, which I'm sure was like a thirsty move for her, you know?
It was, but she saw the writing on the wall.
She's a genius because like stuff like that doesn't last forever. Like you can be on the #1 show and then like nobody cares about you, and that's exactly what happened to a lot of the girls. And I think what she did is genius, and I think like literally YouTube is making her millions of dollars, and I just think it's genius.
And then she also has her travel company.
Oh, Base, yeah, I have a few items. It's pretty good, yeah.
So I wonder how that does for her.
Well, there was a Forbes article that did amazing.
Oh yeah,
really?
I did see that. Well, it didn't have specifics, did it? Like they said,
I don't know.
First year was great. What is great?
I just read headlines.
Like Jeffree Star great?
No.
Like great could mean anything.
Yeah.
And also I feel like no one talks about numbers, and if I had to have guesstimated Jeffree Star's numbers, like the amount of units that he's ordering is so much more than I would have ever thought.
When he flipped that calculator around, talking about what he takes home from a pallet, I was like, it's probably going to be like max, like, and I was thinking I was so crazy, like 5 or 6 million. 28 million. I was shook.
Well, do you want to hear something even crazier?
What?
Because Jeffree Star isn't a billionaire, but Kylie Jenner is, which means that Kylie Cosmetics palettes take home more, and she's making more units probably, which is insane.
Yeah, but also what Jeffree explains is that her cost of goods is probably way lower.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy for him to say. Like, that might be...
It is easy for him to say that, but he does, like, prove a lot
by
of
the way,
it.
I don't think he was... Oh, he did talk about Kylie Cosmetics. Never mind. I think he was more... And he was more so shading. He didn't take the time to shade, like, fellow beauty brands by influencers.
No, it was real, like the Too-Faced of the world.
And you know what? They need to be shamed because what they do is fucking criminal. Sephora is out of control.
I agree. And I kind of love that Jeffree Star won't sell in Sephora. Not even Ulta.
No, I mean, I wish he would sell in Ulta, and I like Ulta because, like, they have a mix of prices.
Me too.
But, like, Sephora.
Yeah, and he could never. Like, they stand for everything he, like, preaches and works against.
Yeah.
Corporate greed.
Corporate fucking greed. It's insane in the makeup industry, as I'm learning. Anyways, back to Shay Mitchell.
Did she give the name?
No.
No, but she took to Instagram on Sunday to announce the birth of her firstborn with partner Matt Babel. In the first photo she shared of her baby girl, she wrote, "Never letting go."
I cannot believe she was in labor for 33 hours. Like, is that normal?
I don't think it's not normal, but not every labor is 33 hours.
Yeah, I feel like that's like on the long end.
Yeah, that is on the long end.
That's so crazy.
She captured the whole thing for her YouTube video because she is dedicated to that premium content.
No.
And she's been chronologizing the whole journey on her YouTube channel.
Which is cool. I didn't watch the birthing video. I don't think she's gonna like show like the actual birth. I just like those things freak me out.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch it, but I got busy.
No. It takes me so long to get into like someone's YouTube channel.
No, it's taken, and like even with the Jeffree Star, I know we keep bringing it back to Jeffree Star, but it's like even with the evolution, like I just like used to watch his reviews because I thought it was funny. He would go to like TJ Maxx and like only buy TJ Maxx makeup and like really like rip on it, and then I just started to like him, and then I liked his dogs and his boyfriend.
It's a slow burn.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is gonna happen for me, but I'm not the target demo.
No, I really want to commend and put it out there like what Shay Mitchell did with her fame. Like it could have been 15 minutes, like which it was for like some of the girls, like
or some of them are just still actresses trying to act and whatever. It's good, but like Shay Mitchell's, she's a Revolve girl, she's an actress, she's an
making
influencer.
money.
And she's also evolving with the times. You know?
I think it's very impressive. And I remember when she was doing it, I'm like, why is this like huge superstar like pushing her YouTube?
It's what Madeline is doing.
It's what Madeline
should keep doing. It's a smart move for a Riverdale kid.
It's a smart move for someone who gets on a show that like is very hot, but it's not gonna stay hot forever. Like it's no Game of Thrones.
It's not a guarantee. No, but even Game of Thrones, like those people are out of work.
Yeah, but like Game of Thrones was like they went out on top. Yeah, they went out still the most watched show on television.
100%, but like that's not gonna pay the bills.
No, but it definitely will make it easier for them to get roles. Like I think by the time Pretty Little Liars,
they're super like niche.
They are.
You know,
and I think by the time Pretty Little Liars was over, it was like, all right.
No, but if anything, like then it's a wonderful springboard. Like they were on a teen show, now they can be adults and do movies. Like everyone's really in the same spot. And like Game of Thrones, it's like you're some like
medieval.
No, but they're very method. Like, have you ever seen what they look like in real life?
Yeah, but like
it's crazy how much into the character they get.
But it's, I don't know. I haven't seen like a Game of Thrones star who's like moved on to do.
But I haven't seen a Pretty Little Liars
doing
star.
A Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, she like loves to throw herself into a rom-com every now and then.
Yeah,
Amelia Clark.
Yeah, she does, and so does Nicolaj, the other woman.
Yes,
he's like randomly in like the most.
The other woman.
Yeah, and I guess Lena Headey was in Fighting with My Family.
I never heard of it.
Yeah. Oh, I never watched it, but I've heard of it.
It was decent. Who else? Like Sophie Turner. What's next for her?
Well, she's like part of the X-Men. She's set for life.
True.
You know what? I'm feeling my argument, and now even more because, and then you know what? It's like those Pretty Little Liars kids. They could have gone on Play-Dohs, but they didn't. You know?
No, I mean Lucy Hale still acts. Ashley Benson, I think
she's trying.
No, Ashley Benson is in another stratosphere now. Which
of what?
Of fame.
What?
Cara Delevingne.
Okay, Ashley Benson has fallen off the face of the earth.
No, she has not. To me, she is more relevant than ever.
Oh, no.
Not even
married.
Cara Delevingne has saved her.
Really? That's exactly what she did.
No.
She's so relevant now.
She pops up once every 6 months.
She gets paparazzi at the airport. Like, that never would have happened to her before.
When she's with Cara.
Yeah.
People only care about Cara.
Like, they could all get
them together are so interesting.
Oh, I think it's like, it should be so interesting, and Cara's still interesting, but it's like, it's just not.
Oh my God, no. I'm so here for them. I heard they got married, like, last weekend. But
and I didn't hear that because nobody cares.
No, everyone cares. I think they're so interesting. I think I love them. Like, I care so much about them.
I think she's fallen off the face.
I hear nothing about her,
and I think that's how she wants it. Like, I don't think she wants.
No, yeah, I think she wants to be like off the face of the earth, but now her new relationship is like making people more intrigued.
Oh my God, I feel not that way at all. I never hear about them. Like,
oh my, they're always on the Daily Mail. Like, I hear about them all the time, and I think they're so interesting. I'm so happy for them. I hope they did get married.
No, I'm happy for them. Like,
they're like
happy everyone's
famous.
happy, but like, I still don't care about Ashley Benson.
Oh no, I do. I like them a lot. I think they're cool.
Yeah, and you know who's doing really well for herself? Mona.
Janelle Parrish, yeah, she's in To All the Boys.
She don't stop working.
She don't stop working.
She can't stop getting work.
So,
yeah.
It could be...
Who's the other one?
Oh, Sasha
But
Peters.
she's on the new...
Oh my God, that's not going to work.
Ladies and gentlemen...
Oh my God, I think we should bring the cameras up.
Someone... Oh my God, totally like punked.
Yeah.
That would be so crazy.
That was...
Okay,
We're good.
wow, that was
Did
nuts.
someone...
We should put like a trigger warning.
Oh, sorry guys.
Oh my
There was
God.
some construction going on upstairs. They don't realize they're filming like the biggest live show ever downstairs.
Wow.
That was like jarring. Like,
That was jarring. Like, I need a minute. Anyways, we can go back to arguing about this another time.
Yeah.
Because let's move on to our second story.
Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence is a married woman. Very exciting. She got married in Rhode Island this weekend.
To cook Maroni.
In front of 150 guests, including Ashley Olsen, Adele, Amy Schumer, and Kris Jenner, at the luxurious Belle Court of Newport, a mansion in Newport, Rhode Island that was designed in 1894 by renowned American architect Richard Morris Hunt. I feel like we definitely went there on a field trip.
Yeah, like when you were visiting the estates of the Rockefellers.
Yeah, and now it's currently owned by the CEO of Alex and Ani. Wow, who knew that branded so well?
Yeah, wait, okay, so that was the most interesting part of the whole thing was when I was reading about, it said the venue was owned by Alex and Ani's CEO, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Those ugly bracelets bought an estate?
Okay, but those ugly bracelets are everywhere. And for a long time, they were like they were the rite of passage for like 16-year-old girls. Like, it was everyone's sweet 16 present. Like, they were just ubiquitous. And now, like, they have all these advertisements. I really think they're raking it in, but it's like their second act, the follow-up to the bracelets hasn't been strong, but they still have a ton of money.
Yeah, they have a ton of money, and it was like a successful brand made off the backs of heinous bracelets. Like, no one ever could consider those bracelets to be cute.
Well, I feel as though the Snatcher would know because it's really for her generation.
Alex and Ani, no.
Alex and Ani bracelets.
No.
Ugly.
Do you ever wear one? Did you ever wear one? Did
No.
you ever own one?
No.
What about your friends?
Nope.
Don't you feel like it was the equivalent of like the Tiffany charm bracelet, like what
Yes.
everyone got for their bat mitzvah?
And look at Tiffany's.
Yeah, but like, okay, to this day, even though I wouldn't wear it right now, like a Tiffany charm bracelet is still cute. Like, you know?
It sounds like we're stowing someone away in our attic.
Yeah, but I don't think they can hear that.
And they're getting restless.
I don't think they can hear that. I think we can just hear that.
We can move
but
on,
they're,
yeah.
they're working on it.
No, but that's what it sounds
Like, even now looking in hindsight, I think that a Tiffany charm bracelet is pretty cute. And I wouldn't necessarily like cringe at it the way I cringe at an Alex and Ani bracelet.
Well, it's cute in an ironic way, and just give Alex and Ani some time.
No, like I feel very strongly about the fact, like I remember seeing it blow up. They were on top of every taxi. Like they had so much money for advertising dollars, and I feel really strongly like to put it out there. Like the brand was made successful by ugly bracelets. Like it's important that we not forget that.
Yeah.
It is an ugly brand, and I'm sorry. Like I know that's me to say, but it is.
Okay, well, I'm glad she did well for herself, well enough to not only like have a house where Jennifer Lawrence would get married, but I'm sure like she got the invite.
No.
Really?
Yeah, definitely
She just
not.
rented out a house?
Yeah, like when you are so rich, like you have these huge estates, like people can of a certain stature can like rent it, and it has nothing to do. I don't unless Jennifer Lawrence knows her. I don't think that she got invited at all.
I think Jennifer Lawrence has to know her. Why would she choose this random woman's house in Rhode Island?
Well, it might be like an estate. It's not like a random woman's house, like a cottage. Like it's a known venue, you know, because it's so big or something. Like my friend, when I went to a wedding in Mexico, like they rented this estate and like they didn't know the guy, but it was just like a beautiful place.
Oh, okay. I feel like they know each other, but I'm just...
Oh no, I'm saying
it could be either
they
way.
totally could.
They totally could.
But if she didn't know her, she definitely didn't get invited. Like she just rented the place from her, you know?
Of course. After the wedding, guests partied late into the night and snacked on past burgers and other offerings from Boston's baddest food truck and mainly lobster at the Belle Court. And that's how it's spelled.
Lobster? S-T-A-H?
Lobster.
Yeah.
Who wrote this?
That's the name of the place.
Oh my God, Margot, pay attention.
Of the
Please.
lobster
Sorry,
place.
it's hard.
It's the name of the lobster place. Lobster.
Got it.
That's cute. It's like a Rhode Island, you know? Like, I don't know how those
Boston.
New England.
By the time the after party started around 12:30 a.m., hungry stars headed out for a snack. Honestly, like, I feel as though Jennifer Lawrence's crew, like, that is something that gives me FOMO, where it's like she has, like, fine taste, she's a fun girl, and, like, Kris Jenner, Amy Schumer, and Adele, like, those are the people I want to party with. Emma Stone.
Sienna Miller.
Like, so fun, so refined, but people who definitely know how to throw down when the time comes.
100%.
Like, you definitely want Kris Jenner at your wedding, and I can't believe Kris Jenner came. Like, I feel like we've seen the evolution of their friendship just from, like, Jennifer Lawrence being an enormous fan of the Kardashians, hosting the Jimmy Kimmel Show, and then, like, using it as an opportunity just to talk to the Kardashians, which is exactly what I would do. And, like, I feel like we saw her on that episode. Remember when they got drunk, and then Kris came home drunk? Like, I now feel like we've watched the evolution of their friendship to the point where it's like now Kris Jenner's invited to Jennifer Lawrence's wedding. That's cool.
That's really, really cute.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
I like their friendship.
I just wish like Jen would get closer with some of the girls. Like why aren't Jen and Chloe closer? I feel like they would have a blast.
That's actually a good call. I feel like maybe the girls are resilient because like she did come off like a little surprisingly like thirsty, you know?
Resilient?
Hesitant.
Oh, hesitant. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, yes, they're very strong.
No, like they're not into the idea of like basically like them thirsting for the friendship.
And also, I think at this point, it's like their mom's friend, Jen.
Yeah. Also, like they don't need the friendship. At some point, like you could have said like they need a movie star friend. Like they don't need it now, you know?
Yeah, they've got plenty of movie star friends. Our friend in the attic is having a breakdown.
Has the wall gotten thinner?
I don't know, but like you guys, we need to pretend like it's not here. Like we should do, you know?
Okay, no, but like you guys, there's just have a stowaway in the attic.
No, we have a what's it called? A squatter.
We have a squatter.
But like, by the way, ever since I like am convinced there's a squatter in my apartment, and once I did an Instagram story like thinking that there was, people were giving me like the craziest stories.
I mean, I once saw the craziest story.
I know which one you're talking about.
I know
but
which one you're talking
someone once
about.
told me that one time they had someone living behind their mirror vanity. Like, you know, in a bathroom, like you look up
Stop,
above
I wanna
the sink.
vomit.
And then
Stop.
now I always think like if I pulled my mirror out of the wall, like would there be a person?
But like
there?
a real human or like a ghost?
No,
with
a
living?
person. A squatter is a person.
But how do they fit behind a wall?
Right, that's the thing. It's like they could live anywhere.
Oh my god!
How small are
This
you?
is creeping me out.
And like you know that they've been there because their like shoes are there. There's like snack wrappers. Like it's the whole squatter. Like,
How do they get in and
thing
out?
Is so crazy. Like through the vents and stuff. It's just this shit keeps.
I
me
don't
up
think
at
that
night.
happens in apartments.
Agreed.
I think it does.
I think it's more so in homes.
Margo.
Please, just go with that.
Yeah, but
with that.
you know, I challenge you to do a quick Google search. It'll shock you.
I'm
Okay.
gonna pass.
I'm gonna pass too. Anyways, Joe Giudice speaks out for the first time since leaving for Italy. Okay, we've got more information on the Giudice clan, most notably the fact that they are doing a sit down with Andy on
And that
Sunday.
Juicy Joe is so skinny.
Oh, I mean, it's crazy.
You can't even call him Juicy Joe anymore.
No, he's no longer Juicy. He's like
He's just Joe.
He's Hollow Joe.
Just Joe.
Just Joe. It's really so crazy, and I wonder what's next for this family. I mean, we're going to find out on Sunday when Andy sits down with them.
How?
Maybe they're going to Italy to film it.
Or like he's teleconferencing in.
Or, I hope not. No,
Me
no,
too,
no.
that's so
if
janky.
it's a teleconference, like, I'm out, honestly.
I think they're definitely going to Italy.
I think, why not? Like, a little
Because the
Italian.
girls have to see him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're gonna visit him and stuff, so why not just, like, take a trip?
Make some money.
And they don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but also they're definitely going to make a lot of money because this is it. This is a moment we've been waiting for. Like all of this started 6 years ago. Like are finally on the other side of it. Like we need to go back and discuss everything.
Do you remember when her and Joe went on Watch What Happens Live before
Yeah,
they
and
went
they
to
blamed
prison?
their lawyers for
Yeah.
like telling them to plead guilty.
But they got paid to do that, right?
Definitely.
So I wonder how much. This is probably even more. How much they're getting paid?
I feel like $1 million would suffice.
Yeah, me too. And I feel like they're not above. That's like an amount they would take. You know.
Yeah, for sure. I think they're still paying restitution. Like
They need the finances. Bravo is literally paying restitution on behalf of the Giudices.
for sure, but Bravo's also probably the one that shined a light on their troubles.
Oh, 1,000%.
So it all comes out in the wash.
That's how Andy Cohen started his second book. He said that he went on The View, and I don't want to misquote, but I think it was Whoopi Goldberg or one of the ladies. They were reporting on Teresa's sentencing, and when the cameras went down, they were like, you did this.
Yeah.
Like, you made a monster, and this is all on Bravo.
Well, it seems like they were living above their means before the show started.
Yeah.
So he didn't create that monster, but
No, but the
he
show
brought
definitely
it-
escalated it.
Escalated it, and then also like brought it to the like. I don't know that the government would have cared so much about these people
Mm-hmm.
and taking them down and making an example out of them if they didn't become public figures.
Yeah.
And if all of their wealth wasn't flaunted on the show, they couldn't lie about certain things. Like they couldn't say they weren't like building this house or spending this money that they didn't have, but like it's all on TV.
Right, like proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it wasn't good.
I'm actually, did you see the trailer for the New Jersey season?
Yes.
The New Jersey season? The New Jersey season?
Yes.
They talk a lot about Teresa's boyfriend, which, like, that's been, like, an unspoken thing. It's, like, her and Joe have really not been together for quite a while, and, like, she's been dating. And, like, there's pictures of it on the Daily Mail Snapchat, but, like, nobody seems to care. But it seems like it becomes a storyline in this season, which I'm actually really looking forward to, because Teresa deserves a man. Like,
Yeah.
this is some bullshit.
If I were Teresa, like, I could never, like, she went to fucking jail for this guy. And
Right.
he wasn't even, like, that great to her to begin with.
And he wasn't even sorry. Like, that's the craziest part.
Yeah.
And she missed out on that last year with her mom, which I think, like, that really, of all the things, like, she could look past, that was the one thing she couldn't look past. It's like, did her mom die while she was in prison?
I know, I think it was right after, but she had just missed out
15
all of-
months.
Yeah.
So that was, like, the one thing. Like, you could walk all over me, you could yell at me, but, like, you took away the last year of me and my mom, and like that I'll never forget before. And I feel like that was really the straw that broke Teresa's back.
Yeah. It's just crazy times. Like, crazy times. Okay. Ready for our next story
Oh,
about
and by the
crazy
way,
times?
they commented that Joe is Skyping in, so no free trip to Italy.
Oh, the comments are alleging that he is
Skyping in,
which
just
sucks.
doesn't have the same power. I'm sorry.
I need them sitting together like fake holding hands, you know?
Yeah. I need to see their body language. Anyone can like fake it over Skype.
Right.
Right, and like what if the connection's bad?
And also, it is kind of weird that like they haven't seen him yet. It's not like they can't afford a trip to Italy. Like they're always traveling. Like their dad just got out of jail. Like when are you going to see him?
Maybe he wants to like get set up in Italy so they're not like coming and it's he. It's
a
a lot on
of
the kids.
family
Like,
there.
No, but like he needs like an apartment and like somewhere to bring the kids. Where are the kids going to sleep? Like it's just if they come and he's like so unsettled, I think it would shake them even more.
Maybe, yeah.
You know?
But still, it's like, don't you want to see your dad?
Yeah. I don't know. It's not so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like they're in school.
They're in school. Anyways, next story, a little crazy business.
Oh my God, this story's so crazy. A little what?
Crazy business. Skincare startup Sunday Riley told to stop leaving fake reviews on Sephora website. A skincare startup, Sunday Riley, was ordered by the FTC Monday to stop leaving fake reviews on their products of Sephora's webpage in an effort to boost sales, a report said. In agreement with the FTC, Texas-based skincare company Sunday Riley agreed to not leave fake reviews on Sephora's website in the future, but the company did not have to admit it did so in the past, BuzzFeed News reported. So this all started, a former employee posted to Reddit a screenshot of an email where higher-ups at Sunday Riley tell the employees to leave reviews on Sephora's website. They show them how to use a VPN to hide their IP address, like literally the lengths that they should go to, and like just like it was de rigueur, if anyone has any questions, feel free to contact Sunday or some of the other leaders. And
that's not her name.
That is. Her name is Sunday Riley.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a great name.
It's her
Wow,
name.
this is so bad for her Google search.
Yeah. So it was like just all spelled out for you and how to like hide your IP address because they knew that they were doing something wrong.
Right.
So then the Reddit community just like went up in arms. BuzzFeed like launched an investigation just copying the BuzzFeed, the Reddit thread.
Article, like journalists these days love to do that. Like they find an interesting thread on like Reddit or Gomi and then they write it up verbatim, like plagiarize it and then take credit for it.
Yeah, but I guess like someone needs to write it up in order for the FTC to care about it. And the FTC now cares and they just have told Sunday Riley to stop doing it. They didn't have to admit that they did it, even though it's like clear as day that they did. And it's just like a crazy fucking factoid.
So I heard about this because the FTC like released their statement they posted it a bunch of places in addition to Twitter, and they tweeted like a bunch of things in a thread, and Jeffree Star replied to it, being like, "This is the type of transparency we need in the beauty industry," Their statement also alleged that they might have like purchased Instagram, Twitter, Facebook followers and engagement, like faking like comments and likes, or like since they started.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this doesn't seem like step one, like getting a VPN, hiding your IP address, and responding to Sephora comments where someone says this product was like they literally would say when someone says something negative, respond to that specifically and said this product is oily. I found it to be not oily. Right. Like literally, and so I don't think that's step one in faking positivity for your brand. Like I do think that step one is buying followers. Yeah. And then I do think you can buy likes. And then I think you can like somehow buy comments. I saw a whole thing on it.
Yeah, you can. So, I saw something too. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's just fucking crazy. I'm proud to say I've never used Sunday Riley.
I've never heard of it.
The name looks familiar. I don't think I've ever heard of it. But you guys, like, come on. What's the point? Aren't you just losing, like, I watch like on Shark Tank, like it's so hard to make money as a business to begin with, and then you're going to spend your profits on like just faking success for your brand. Like maybe your brand's just not it. Like I don't know, call it quits, take a trip. Like who knows?
Take a trip.
And you know what's so shocking about this whole thing is that Sephora sells this brand. Isn't Sephora supposed to be like the elitist,
the purveyor of
and even they don't know that this shit is crap.
Some people were saying in the comments that they actually really like Sunday Riley, so they don't know why they would have to do this, and I don't understand either. That makes it even. I understand if you have a shitty brand,
that makes it even weirder.
But if it's good stuff, like why not just let the chips fall where they may and let like your consumers have an honest discussion? Like what a bunch of garbage.
Yeah, it's really honestly, it's losery as fuck.
Yeah.
And this is embarrassing for Sunday herself, and I would like to...
It's loser crime for sure.
Yeah, this is just like, I don't really care, because like this is just losers being losers, and like it's apparently newsworthy. But it's just, I love when someone gets caught in corruption, you know, it's interesting.
Yeah, like I do hope one day there's an American Greed episode about this. And I also would like to see a show called Loser Court, where like losery crimes are prosecuted.
Right, because it's like not really worth like an actual court's time, but if it's like under the like the premise of it being like losery crime, like that could be make for an interesting TV show.
Yeah, like these are people who are losers.
We get Caroline Calloway and Natalie.
Of course.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Season 1, episode 1.
Pilot. That's what'll sell it.
Yeah, season 1, episode 2. Sunday Riley versus the People.
Season 1, episode 3. NXIVM.
NXIVM. Oh, yeah. That actually might be a 2-part, you know? 3 or 4.
I did watch the NXIVM, E! True Hollywood Story.
And
like
did you feel my call on losery crime?
And I mean, I couldn't watch it without you in the back of my head, like, loser.
It is. I'm sorry. It was losery.
And like, I agreed with you when you said it, and now just watching it, it's like, what were they doing in Albany?
Right. No, it's like wasn't sexy at all. And they were like, E was trying to make it seem like this branded sex. Like, and it's like, it wasn't even cool. They were living in Albany. Like, it was losery.
And we were also talking about before the show how these new E! True Hollywood Stories, they're not like about people, they're about like theses. Like each one is like a question, like sex culture, self-help, like Kim Kardashian, provocateur, genius. Or
political genius.
Hip hop, does it discriminate against women? And like that's the story is like, the question.
Right. No, it's not a biography anymore.
No, they're exploring a thesis or hypothesis, and it's curious. I'm into it.
It's all right for now. We'll see. What's the next episode?
The hip hop one, I think it came out on Sunday, and then the next one. And they also don't tell you what they play these commercials with all these different questions and people, and I'm like, so who's being profiled?
That's what I'm saying.
So who's being profiled? You guys, like, I really want to get behind True Hollywood Story, and like, I have it recorded on my TV, but I just need you guys to be a little more clear on like what we're profiling.
On the scheduling, yeah.
Scheduling, topics, who it is. Like, you guys go back and forth in every episode. It's just in every commercial. And I just need a little more clarity.
Be confusing.
Okay, I'm glad you agree.
Yeah.
Okay, fifth and final story, a little more biz news, because it's a twofer.
Oh, but wait, we didn't report on the story that me and my girl asked you to include.
Oh, sorry. In wedding news, Jennifer Lawrence, Lip got married.
Lip Gallagher.
Jeremy Allen White got married to his baby mama and longtime girlfriend, Addison Timley. And, like, honestly, I'm really upset about it because, like, I'm not going to lie, it should have been me. But if it wasn't, like, I guess it should be the mother of his child, you know? And they're, like, super cute and low-key. But, like, the most interesting part about this whole thing, so the girl that he married is Addison Timley. She's, like, an actress. She's not, like, super well-known.
But you know her face.
You might know her face. But she also has, like, a lot of famous friends. Like, I think she's good friends with Sarah Hyland. And they got married at the courthouse, like, literally them and 2 friends. And, like, do you know who their witness was? Dakota Johnson.
Wow.
So just, like, also interesting, you know?
I could see her witnessing.
Yeah. I think she's best friends with Addison. So it's like Addison's, like, a very well-known actress, like, amongst actresses, but not amongst the people, you know?
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, and he's just looking more handsome than ever these days with that chiseled jaw and that buzz cut, and I just can't.
He's so hot. Do you know what he looks like?
No.
Honestly, you might not think he's hot if you don't watch the show, because I would say maybe, like, you know, from a third-party perspective, just like, you know, you see his face, not, like, conventionally handsome, but, like, his character is super handsome, and, like, he's just really, like, an interesting-looking guy.
Yeah, that's always what happens.
Yeah.
Also, in a little more wedding news, Dennis Quaid got engaged.
Oh, yes, I heard, to a 25-year-old who...
Is a TA.
Is a TA at UT Austin, and is actually the teaching assistant for many a toaster.
Yeah.
There are a lot of toasters.
Seems like a normal girl.
There's
Good
a lot of
for her.
toasters in her class.
Yeah, I'm really here for it.
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful. Dennis Quaid seems like a good guy.
Yeah, I watched Up and Live. He was on a couple times looking like a little, you know, wonky, but he doesn't seem like a bad guy.
Yeah, like A Dog's Purpose, you know.
Yeah, he has great taste in films.
He has great taste in films.
He does have great taste in films.
And women, apparently.
Yeah, because this girl's a beauty. But back to Lip. I just, like, do you think they have a lot of money?
I think that over the years in Shameless, he definitely remember they had that, like, riot, they wanted more money. So
but that was just for Fiona, because she wasn't making as much money as William H. Macy. And honestly, she was right, because she was the star of the show and he was making more money than her.
Okay, well, anyway, I feel like after 9 seasons of a hit HBO show, Showtime, you're definitely making some good money. And I feel like he's an actor who can really act in anything.
Yeah, but it's so crazy though. Like, I agree with you. Like, if you're on a hit show, like, on a Showtime, like you're gonna make a lot of money, like the affair. But it's such an ensemble cast. There's like 10 main stars.
Look at Game of Thrones, but they are making money.
Yeah, but like that was the biggest show in the world. Like you couldn't even deny. But like I really want to know what they're
there's
getting
like
paid.
50 main characters.
Yeah, but still, like there's no way if you were on Game of Thrones you weren't making bank. Like, and you made it till the end.
Well, look at Modern Family. There's a lot of them, and they're all making
true.
bank.
That's very true. Very true.
I don't think it should affect.
Yeah,
like,
I think that they're fine.
Like, do you think he's making $1 million an episode?
I'm sure, honestly, we can look it up.
Probably not 1 million because that's usually like news and you guys would have heard it.
Speaking of new shows, I propose a show that we should all watch, and it's coming out of left field. You probably haven't even heard of it yet.
The Snatchler.
Christine Froseth is starring in a new show on Hulu that is based off a book that everyone has been obsessed with. I didn't read it, but I've heard
that Christine Froseth over here. She's from The Society. She plays like the girl that everyone wants to fuck, and she's also from Sierra Burgess, the girl who ended up being really
again
nice.
Everyone wants to fuck.
Yeah.
And also, I saw the billboards for
her
it in
new
LA.
show, Looking for Alaska. Apparently, like everyone is like, it's amazing, and it might be like the new thing. So I think like let's get ahead of it and watch it.
Okay, so in 2017, it was saying that William H. Macy and Emmy Rossum were making $350.
Oh, it's pretty low.
So Lip is like
an episode. That's crazy.
I know.
There's 4 episodes a month.
Actually, there's a lot of episodes.
Yeah,
it's like 20 episode season.
No,
right?
Shorter, like 15.
15 episodes.
So that's for the star. So Lip is now, he's slowly becoming one of the stars, but he's not a star.
250 in 2020.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And how many episodes?
15.
Okay, that's over $1 million. He's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious because he's like starting a life,
quick.
you know, he's starting a family, he has a child, a wife. Like, I just want to know, like, are they bringing home the bacon?
For sure, a couple mil a year.
And you know what it is? You know what it really is? It's like in the show they play this family that's so
before
poor.
Taxes.
They play this family that's so poor, like they don't have a pot to piss in, like their electric's always getting cut off. So that's just kind of like what I associate him with. I'm like, he just had a child. Where's the child gonna live? You know?
Yeah.
I'm really happy for them. They're like a cute little family.
Yeah,
that's cute. I'm happy for you guys that you're happy for them.
Well, we're not like so happy because like I think both of us wish that like it could have been us.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but whatever.
Okay, now this next 5th and final story is a twofer biz news because shoe guru Steve Madden wants to buy Barneys. So Barneys,
oh my god, I am so glad that you brought this up because I was thinking yesterday I gotta tell Jackie to
talk about Barneys.
Save Barneys.
Okay.
Do you see the campaign?
I saw that just #save Barneys.
Okay.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Barneys is closing, out of business. Goodbye.
What's that
By
from?
the way, it plays after Real Housewives. It's a Bravo thing.
Oh, goodbye.
We were saying it the whole time, and I like goodbye. And then there's a boy at the end who comes in.
Goodbye.
Anyways,
it's me.
Goodbye, Barneys. And I have to be honest, I don't know why. Like this news, it doesn't like make me happy because like it's like sad for the people who are going to lose their jobs. But like Barneys ain't it, and they thought they were it for so long, and they have just like you go in there and everyone is an asshole. No one helps you, and there's also nothing to actually wear or buy. It's all like what's the word? No, but what's the word where it's like avant-garde clothing? It's like, who the fuck? Where the fuck? And when are we wearing this? It's all Golden Goose sneakers, pre-worn, dirty sneakers. And like, I'm just so glad that this is society saying, that's not what we want.
No, I couldn't agree more. And this whole campaign of being like #save Barneys, it's like Barneys shouldn't die. Retail, like, it's like, the slogan is like, retail isn't dead. Barneys, save Barneys. And it's like, okay, I'm here for the argument, like, retail shouldn't be dead. Like, mom and pop stores closing is super sad, and, like, you should support local businesses, and I try to all the time. But Barneys ain't fucking it. And I have proof. That Barneys ain't fucking it.
Because of your gift card?
Because I got a gift card from someone, $1,000 gift card at Barneys. I've had it in my wallet for 3 years. I go in there a couple times. Literally can't find anything to buy. I'm like, first of all, nothing's $1,000. It's like $1,700. And I'm like, okay, I don't even like it enough. I'm not going to spend more money.
You're not
like,
going to spend $700.
I literally cannot find something to lose this $1,000 on. Like, it is the worst store. They claim to be like the most high end, like it's a staple of New York. They don't sell Chanel. They don't sell Louis Vuitton. They don't sell Gucci. They literally don't sell Dior. Like, they don't sell anything. It's fucking trash.
It's all, I just associate them with Balenciaga, and Balenciaga has a store on Madison Avenue. There's nothing else there.
All these influencers posting #save Barneys, why?
Why?
Like, why are they special? They didn't make it. No. They didn't evolve. Like, there are tons of stores. Bergdorf Goodman has never been more successful, okay? There's tons of fucking stores that are doing a great job. And it's like, why should we save Barneys? We obviously didn't want it enough to keep it afloat.
Right, totally. Like, and the people who are hashtagging Save Barneys, like, do you go and shop there? Like, why didn't you support them enough to keep them afloat?
No, I don't like this campaign that, like, we should save it because it's been around for a while. Like, it's, as a consumer, like, I have money that I work hard on and I don't want to fucking spend it there.
And by the way, if we didn't save Bendel's, we're definitely not going to save Barneys.
You motherfucking said it! You fucking said it, Jackie!
Like, Bendel's, that was the travesty. But you know what? Once that left, it just opened the floodgates for everyone else to go. And you all laughed when it was Bendel's. I'm sure Barneys was like,
yeah.
And now it's you.
It's bullshit. Like, I'm hating this entitlement that, like, because Barney sells expensive things, like, they deserve to stay around. Where is everyone, crying when they're closing all the Forever 21s? Like, why is Barney so special?
No.
It's the worst fucking store.
It's not. And, like, they have everything. They have the restaurant. They have the Madison Avenue. They have the location. They had the most beautiful store, but, like, they didn't have it.
Someone said, Claudia, you didn't finish the gift card story. That's it. I never spent it, but now it's going out of business. I really gotta go.
I was gonna say, yeah, you have
Get a Balenciaga bag. Get that big jacket.
A Balenciaga bag is still over $1,000.
Yeah.
What about that big jacket? I keep getting ads for it on Facebook that has Balenciaga written all over it. It's like a big puffer. It's actually cute, except, like, I don't want to wear so much Balenciaga.
There should be a website where you can post your gift card and get the money in return.
Yeah, that's from the other woman. Gift Switch or whatever, that her idea.
Oh, you're right. Does it exist? Because now I'm sure I couldn't get anything for it because the store's fucking going out of business.
Yeah, but no, it definitely exists.
Okay, I really want to get rid of this gift card because I could really use $1,000.
No, you wouldn't get $1,000 for it. It's not equal because you would get a little bit less.
Okay, I'm taking $900.
Yeah, but then it's just because it's not equitable. Division of the
it's
assets.
not equitable division of the assets.
But anyways, Shoe Guru, Steve Madden, was putting together an 11th hour bid to buy Barneys New York.
So interesting.
Sources exclusively told Page 6. But, like, Steve Madden, you're going out of business everywhere. You try to go to Steve Madden in New York, you finally find a location, and you show up there, and it's closed.
Every single time. Before LA, I went up to fucking 86th Street to go to the one Steve Madden left. No,
there used to be so many, and now every time I walk to one,
so many.
It's closed. So I go find, like, the next one for the next time. By the time I get there, it's closed.
There used to be one on 59th Street.
Closed as in not like off hours, as in out of business.
And you know what's so funny? Like, this is cute, Steve Madden, but, like, you've gotten like 1,000 cease and desist notice for your website to take down shoes that are copyrights of items that are sold at Barneys. And, like, I don't think they would let you buy Barneys,
I mean, it's not about letting, but I just don't know where you're getting this money. And if you have so much money, like, can we get some stores?
So I really need a Steve Madden back. It's so underrated.
Steve Madden is one of the best shoe stores. Like,
I completely agree.
Online, it's just not the same. Like, you really need to see the shoes. In high school, like, I went to Steve Madden all the time. There was one right by where we lived. It doesn't exist anymore. Now that we moved to 86th Street, I went there a couple times. It wasn't as good. It was much smaller, but still went out of business. Like, I think there's still one on 34th Street in Herald Square.
Is Barneys still, like, operating today?
I think. Should we go?
Yeah, someone said we should do a Patreon of you trying to spend the gift card.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, let's go today before you never know when it's going to close.
Right.
Okay, let me get through this fucking article. Bids were due in the Barneys bankruptcy bonanza on Tuesday. It's unclear who Madden was partnering with in the bid, but a source told Page 6, Steve's from New York. Of course he's obsessed with Barneys. He's obsessed with the brand. I'm obsessed with the location. Like, I really hope, it would be tragic if that just becomes, like, office space. But no, Madison Avenue is premium. Like, I hope we get a ton of premium things.
I hope we get a fucking indoor ice skating rink. It's so big.
I hope we get a Revolve store.
Yes. Like a brand that can really keep up with the times.
Yeah,
but it
takes up a whole city block, and it's like 8 stories high. Mm-hmm. That could be something really good.
I know.
Barneys is literally sitting there wasting away.
Honestly, it's sad. It's probably going to just be like an Apple store.
That's what I was going to say.
But there is an Apple store in that
on Madison, like 10 blocks up.
So maybe it'll be like an
what company
Amazon
has enough
store.
money to do that?
Right. It would be like an away luggage store.
Honestly, WeWork.
Ugh.
Except like
they just went out of business.
No,
like,
they're teetering on the edge. But if they weren't in that precarious situation, it would be a WeWork.
Yeah.
What a beautiful space for a WeWork.
Yeah, honestly, like we would have to move there and get a studio.
100%.
Yeah.
Interessant. Maybe it'll be a McDonald's.
Ginormous.
That would be amazing. Oh, maybe just like a mall, but that's like so pedestrian. But like Madison Avenue is so snotty. But like a mall would be lit.
Or they'll just like break it up, sell off the floors.
Right. Apartment. Oh my God. Imagine if someone bought that as their house.
Oh my God.
Or if they made it into an apartment building.
Bergdorf started as a house.
Yes. I actually wrote a paper on Bergdorf's. It was actually a very thin argument I made, and I really couldn't write a lot about it. But on the top floor used to be a big apartment for Bergdorf and Goodman.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. but now it's a salon.
That's a great documentary everyone should watch. Scatter My Ashes at Bergdorf's.
Very informative and really makes you think of the retail landscape.
Yeah, and it'll definitely like make you love Bergdorf's and not like Barneys.
And you know what's the most interesting part of that documentary was that they did a whole part of the series on the top personal stylists there, and they said based on commissions, like some of their best, salespeople are making $500,000 a year. Isn't that crazy?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Madden has been in acquisition mode. In August, his brand snapped up sneaker brand Greats and women's line BB Dakota. Like that. What?
I just wore BB Dakota.
BB Dakota.
I actually just wore BB Dakota in LA.
It's actually a cute brand.
Yeah, he also owns lines including Betsy Johnson, Brian Atwood, and Blondo. The company reported second quarter revenues of $445 million this year.
Wait, that's so crazy. I didn't know that.
I knew they owned, but he bought Betsy Johnson when Betsy Johnson was bankrupt.
He I guess likes to buy things that are bankrupt, like Betsy Johnson.
He's a businessman.
Yeah.
Good for him. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Now that you said it, there's no doubt in my mind that Barney's gonna be bought by a big real estate man, and it's gonna become apartments.
Apartments and with storefront. No, but it's just gonna be broken up. It won't be sick. It'll just be like any other block on Madison Avenue. That's sad because the building is wonderful.
That is sad. This will only turn into a sad story if whatever they do with the actual real estate, since it's so historic and so beautiful and in such a great area, if what they do with it is bad, then this becomes a sad story. But I can't stress enough how not sad it is that Barneys is going out of business.
Agreed.
I hate that they're latching onto this whole retail's dying. No offense, Barneys didn't die because retail is dying. There are plenty of expensive stores that have managed to stay in business. Barneys is dying because they have terrible clothing.
Yeah. Terrible clothing, terrible taste.
Items.
No one's there to help. Everyone is so judgmental. There had been so many stories about people going into Barneys and being refused service and they were discriminatory and they just had to fucking stick up their ass. Mm-hmm. And it's time. Time's up.
No, and if whoever, any of these influencers who are being approached to post this hashtag Save Barneys video, I have no respect for you. I can't stress that enough.
No, totally.
Okay.
Jeffree Star.
Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, Dancing with the Stars. Yes. So
Dancing with the Jeffree Stars?
I only turned it on at 9:45 because we got home from the airport and I was going to restart it because I wanted to watch Lauren Elena, but Homegirl went last, so I watched Lauren Elena and then I watched everyone go home, and it was so premium. That's how you got to watch Dancing with the Stars. And we also went to Dancing with the Stars, so now I watch it through a different lens. I'm
every time
people are being told to clap.
Every time I heard clapping, I was literally triggered.
Those people are prisoners.
Right.
Prisoners of the clap.
So who ended up going home?
Sailor Brinkley Cook.
She could not stop crying. It was so crazy. I get that it's heightened emotions, and I'm sure now she's fine and she doesn't really care, but in the moment it's very much an incubator of feelings. But she really needed to calm down. It was
borderline embarrassing.
That's really sad.
It was all the people they cut to credits and all the pros were around her looking at each other being why is she crying so much?
No,
really
Jackie,
weird.
it was
It was so much pressure. She was dancing in the name of her mom. And
I know, but so that's why it's it doesn't even matter how good or bad she did. Her just doing it was really admirable. And I think even the fact that she made it this far, I was really proud. Her time was up.
Yeah.
I thought
she made it halfway. And also, in reality, who was voting for her?
Yeah.
No offense. She doesn't have a huge fan base.
Mm-hmm.
She has nobody to rely on except her mother's fans. And it just it made sense.
And I don't know how active the Brinkley Cookers are, you know?
So, it made sense and it was sad. I was shocked that Allie Brooke was in the bottom two.
I was shocked. Where are the harmonizers? But then me and Margot really...
What about the scores? Couldn't those keep her out of the bottom
It's a combination.
Of judges' scores and voting.
But she had top scores last week.
Right, but which means she must have absolutely no votes.
Right. So me and Margot were doing an investigation to where are the harmonizers? They were so powerful for so long, but I guess Fifth Harmony has really been disbanded for so long, literally nobody cares.
The harmonizers have broken up.
Yeah. And it was shocking because
Where have they gone?
I don't know. I thought she would really have a strong fan base to be, calling in from all their parents' phones 10 times,
Yeah.
But no.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow. Tides turn for everyone.
But Lauren Elena danced to her new song called The Other Side, which
you were about to say Lauren Elena danced her heart out.
Lauren Elena danced to The Other Side.
Her new song is incredible.
Oh my God, it's so good. And she had played it for me 2 weeks ago and told me that it's about her stepdad. Yeah, no, I have an inside scoop. And basically, he was sick for a long time, and then the day he passed away, hours before he passed away, he was in heaven, and he was describing to them he saw Jesus, he saw his mom, and that's what the whole song is about. And I have a feeling the song is going to become the pop Christian anthem of our generation.
Oh wow, I've been listening to it and I didn't even realize it was about that, because you apply it all to yourself, and so I just thought it was about a situation where it's I'll see you on the other side, where it's you'll get through this and I look forward to seeing you on the other side of this situation.
That's cool that you can interpret it differently, but no, it's based off, and then she danced because it was the 1 year anniversary of her stepdad passing away, who she was really, really close to.
So in her other song, Getting Good, when she's talking about like being on the phone with her dad, like,
no,
is that a different dad?
It's her biological dad.
Okay.
And this song is about her stepdad.
Okay, that's what I was like, is that person gone now? Because that makes the song even sadder.
That part of the song is so sad. Like, I'm afraid of both my parents dying. Like, oh my God, triggered.
Triggered.
Her new music is just like absolutely slapping. Like from a country based perspective, from a Christian perspective, and just from like an all around someone who appreciates good music.
No, and like songwriting, the lyrics and the spirit, like I just can't get enough
there
of
is
it.
so much spirit in the lyrics.
So much.
So check it out. Now let's talk about Jeffree Star.
Okay.
We have recently fallen in love with the series Shane Dawson is putting on, The Fabulous Life, The Secret Life, The Dangerous World of Jeffree Star. I actually went back and watched the first series that really, and it's so funny because when they start this new series, Jeffree says to Shane, he's like, you have no idea how much you changed my life.
Yes.
And I wanted to know why, so I went back and watched the first series, and it's not as good as the second series. I think the second one's actually a lot better, but I guess when they released that documentary, like Jeffree was still very much like controversial from his cancellation, but he talked a lot about it, and I think people got to see like he's just a person, and I think that like blew up his business and his channel and his whole brand even more. So now watching them, I think what they're doing is so interesting, like how they're paralleling like them creating this brand with them like now leading up to the launch, and like when the last episode drops, the palette's gonna drop, and like all the products.
Well, it's supposed to be 9 episodes. We've gotten four, and it drops on November 1st. So are we getting 5 more episodes in the next week? Is this a month of Patreon?
That would be really fun. I would die.
Yeah, I'm like really enjoying it, and now I keep checking every day.
Now you're a YouTuber.
I'm like so invested, and honestly, at first I was like, "What is Shane doing?"
I'm so happy. I thought you were gonna hate it, and like,
no, in the
I'd have to
beginning,
fight with
the
you.
first episode was really hard to get through when it was all about his anxiety about flying, and it's like I don't care. Like,
no, also you're on a private jet. Stop.
You're on a private jet. Like we all don't like flying. Like we don't. Just don't talk about it. Like, don't talk about like the plane going down. It's like, and he was putting in footage of like private planes going down. And it's like we all have a fear that our plane is going to go down. Like, deal with it. I don't know.
By the way, did you freak out when the day he was supposed to get engaged, he got like a whole cancel thing?
I did.
That was crazy because that's literally what happened to you.
That's literally what happened to me.
And it's like life waits for no one.
No, it really doesn't.
But and you didn't watch the first series, but there's one part where they wanted to like make Shane look like Jeffree, so they brought in James Charles to do his makeup. So Shane, Jeffree, and James are all sitting there, and they were calling themselves the controversy queens because like they've all gone through. And something about it, like I just was like living for like how much light they were making of like their own like situations, and I was like, it really like put into perspective for me. I'm like, oh my God, like everyone goes through this shit. Like,
no, totally. And like so as much as like I do enjoy talking about it because I think it's interesting, like we also just need to move the fuck on. Like, and the way that Jeffree talks about himself, like I'm sure in that episode he talked about like the controversy, but now he's just like, people want to bring you down, like, and you like, it's just really empowering, and it's so true. And literally like they're gonna sell 500,000 palettes. They have 20 million viewers per episode, but and he said, he was like, the silent majority, like when people love you, like they just enjoy you. When people don't like you, then they have something to say, and it's like hate like is the only emotion that speaks so loud, you know, and it speaks the loudest. So it's like
it's very loud.
You can like drown out those like select people because that's not like everyone else is just quietly enjoying
you, watching you, and supporting you.
Yeah, so it is so interesting, and really, and
they are like us on like such a bigger scale,
right?
Like,
and so even Shane and like the cat thing, it's like, oh my God, and then he like couldn't look at his cat. Like,
it was hilarious.
It was hilarious, and like that is so crazy and so stupid. I'm sure he said something stupid, but like he doesn't fuck his cat. Like, anyways, the first episode I almost gave up because I was like the plane, and like I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Where's Jeffree?
You're right. Shane is not the star of the series at all.
No, but like in the beginning, he's getting more screen time than Jeffree, and it was annoying to me. And then like I was just like sticking around for the glimpses of Jeffree, and now we're in the thick of it, and I'm enjoying it. And at first, I was like, why would anyone buy like Shane's palette? Like
I didn't get it either.
Like.
He doesn't do makeup.
He doesn't do makeup. I wouldn't take like makeup advice from him necessarily. And now he's getting into makeup so that he can be an expert on the subject, which is good for him. But it's not even about him knowing how to do makeup. It's about using his brand, something that like he's been building for so long that he's monetized. Or what are they, cash grab is what they say. And using that as a theme for a palette, which is just cool. And then you're buying Jeffree.
Well, yeah, it's like you're buying Jeffree, you know that it's good quality, good packaging, like it's the best of the best. But then it's like you're supporting an influencer. Like it's actually so crazy when he talks about how like he was the first person on YouTube, and like all these people have surpassed him. All these people are, and like he like jokes that he's like the poor friend, and like by no means is he poor. He has like a very nice house that he has a golf cart and like drives around on. But it's like seeing all these kids like pass him by, and it sucks because his motive has never been money. His motive has always just been to make content, and he makes money from that, and he like can live his life and like that be his job. But it like sucks, to see everyone like pass you by.
Yeah. The financials are unbelievably interesting.
The most interesting, but also I think the most interesting part is two things. One, I always just wanted to know like how Jeffree makes so much money, and I know that his cosmetics is super successful, but I don't even think that's like his number one.
Well, it's the fact that he like
owns the merch company.
And also owns his cosmetics. He's not like partnering with anyone. Right. He's making everything.
He does have a business partner, he said.
No, but like he doesn't, it's not like when people do collabs with makeup companies and like Nikki
that was crazy.
What's
Nikki Tutorials.
Nikki Tutorials making 50 grand with toothpaste.
Right.
Like, has the skin in the game, and then he also owns the operations, and then can also license it out to other people.
Like all those buildings, like could you die?
Right.
But then I thought the most interesting part is that also this series is now paralleling the James Charles drama. So you see in the beginning when him being like, James is doing so good, we're so proud of him, he's like my little brother, I love like all these boxes is all of his merch. And by the way, this merch that I have is killer merch. This was before the whole thing.
But now James isn't with killer merch.
No, so I think it unravels on the show.
Okay. And also what's interesting, and I was reading an article about it.
This is proof that fucking these YouTubers are so interesting they need a reality show. And like I know this is basically a reality show, but like this would be fucking interesting.
Yeah. But it's like it happens so fast, and in this instance, it is interesting to watch back. But it's like when something happened 6 months ago, and then we see it 6 months later. It's like YouTube is the reality show.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, what was interesting is the James Charles Morphe collaboration palette came out on November 1st last year, and they actually moved. Like you heard Morphe say like we might have an issue because we have James's anniversary palette. But
this might have been on the episode that I missed.
Oh, they had a call with Morphe. It was a small thing.
Okay.
They had the call with Morphe. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's what you missed. But anyways, they asked, do you have anyone else like coming out around that time, any other collabs? And they were like, well, we have James's anniversary of his Morphe collaboration, which should have been on November 1st, but it actually came out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
so
he got moved
bumped. Yeah, for this.
Yeah, I just saw it just came out, but it's the same palette, but it's mini.
But that's just what they did to celebrate the anniversary of like this big collection.
But they didn't even end up doing the Morphe exclusive though.
What are they doing?
It's worldwide, everywhere. Jeffree was tweeting all about it, that they decided not to do an exclusive because he wanted it to be everywhere.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like it's at
I wonder.
Jeffree Star, they sell it at Morphe stores and all retailers where Jeffree Star Cosmetics is sold, mostly international.
I look forward to seeing where, how they come to this decision, because Jeffree seemed like this was the best decision.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like exclusive to Morphe in the US and then internationally everywhere?
No, Jeffree said they're blowing it up and they decided not to go with the exclusive. Like he literally tweeted that verbatim.
Oh my God, I wonder why.
Yeah, and he said you guys might be confused because they announced recently, like a few days ago, that the palette's coming out on November 1st, available everywhere Jeffree Star Cosmetics is sold. And then he was like, a lot of you guys might be confused after seeing this week's episode about the exclusive, but we just wanted to blow it up and have it be everywhere. So like maybe something fell through with the Morphe collab?
Maybe. But cool. And the people that work for Jeffree, aside from the ones that steal from him, are like really smart and really talented.
Oh my God, that guy who's head of his operations?
Like I think he has a mohawk.
No, like the big guy.
Yeah.
Like it's so funny, and how like the people, they're not thirsty, like they do not want to be on camera. They're very like straight. They got those fucking things that you like press into the eyeshadow, like the stencils. They got those made in a second, and they were all so good. Like I just thought it was so. He has a real like fucking operation.
Yeah,
and his office is like cute. It's not glamorous. It's not like the best like Kylie. It's just you get fucking work done there.
Yeah.
And there's cubicles.
And I'm also really like interested to see their houses, like, and their furniture and stuff. And it was actually making me like sad because my house like still isn't done. I'm like, Shane Dawson's house is done, and like he doesn't even care about these things. Yeah, like he has a fucking orange Hermes blanket. Like
totally.
And I have an Hermes blanket and I never touch it because I'm like, this is art, and he just like wraps himself up in it. So then I actually like used it to take a nap.
Was it comfortable?
It was nice. Yeah.
Just the whole thing is so interesting, and like I'm like really obsessed with knowing more about Jeffree. Like he said his businesses are in obviously cosmetics, the merch, like the warehouses that he owns, real estate, and cannabis. So I just want to know like what's the biggest earner, and I think him and Nate are so cute, and like I just like how he's just very open. Like he's like, yeah, me and Nate are like we love each other, but we fuck other people. Like he's just like very and he doesn't.
When did he say that?
Maybe in the old series.
Oh, okay.
Like they live for having threesomes, and like it's like sex is like a fluid thing.
Oh, I'm gonna watch the old series.
Yeah,
now.
It's not as good and glamorous. It's like they watched the first one and knew what people really liked, and like put all of that into the second one. But there's just something really. He just doesn't give a fuck like about anyone or anything, and like that's cool.
Yeah, but then he also is like self-aware and like worried about stuff. Like he's not just like living in another land
in a
where
bubble.
He thinks that his shit doesn't stink.
Yeah.
Like he's always worried about like things flopping, and it's just he's a relatable queen.
Yeah.
Okay. Snatcher sent me some news
What?
that Authentic Brands offers to purchase Barneys out of bankruptcy for $271 million, which I actually think means that Barneys will like continue. A licensing company that owns Aeropostale and Juicy Couture has put in a $271 million bid to purchase luxury brand Barneys out of bankruptcy with a plan to place the stores inside Saks Fifth Avenue stores.
Wait,
Interessant.
so they're still going to close that main one?
I don't know, maybe they can't afford the rent anymore.
270 mil is way too much. I'm sorry. They're flopping.
Yeah.
I'm sure they take 100 mil.
But other people are putting together bids too, like Ben Avraham, the co-founder of Kith.
Oh.
Kith and Barneys makes a lot of sense.
A lot, actually.
Do you think Kith has enough money to buy
They're
Barneys?
they're working with other investors
Like
to put
sourcing.
together to get more money.
So it seems as though Barneys not going
but
anywhere.
271 mil to buy Barneys, like I would have thought it would be more.
I thought it would be less.
I thought it'd be less.
But I guess you don't get that that land. You're
This is
just
just
buying
so-
a brand that
You guys,
is worthless right now.
This is so crazy to me. Like
You're buying
this,
a name.
This stupid brand is going out of business. Like really, no one will be affected. Like it'll be sad for people who care about like fashion, but for the most part, like the world will be fine. But suddenly, you know, all these people have $270 million just give away. Like there's not enough people coming. Steve Madden, Authentic Brands, Kith, and it's like, you know, there hasn't been water in Michigan for like 30 years, and these people are silent. Like it's just so funny. Like when people come forward with their money, you know.
It's not they're coming forward to donate it to
No,
Barneys.
I know, it's like a business thing. But it's like suddenly all these people have money, you know?
These people have always had money.
It's just funny because it's like this brand is obviously terrible. Like they couldn't
No, but
make
they're
it.
not buying it to save Barneys like the influencers are asking you to. They're buying it as a business, like Barneys,
Like as an
even though-
investment.
Even though we personally don't shop
For
there,
sure,
like
for sure.
Barneys is a
For sure.
international.
I just think it's
name.
funny. I just think it's funny.
It is funny.
It's
when
funny.
you say it like that.
Yeah.
Because you're funny.
I'm
well,
funny.
I think that's all she wrote today.
Oh my god, my armpits are so sweaty. I think it's time to go.
I think it's time to go. As a reminder, our merch store is open. Things are still in stock as we promised that they would be. So head over to shopmorningtoast.com to
Thank you for being patient.
get whatever you want, enjoy, and just rep Morning Toast like the Snatcher.
Also, our new TNN show with Lauren Elizabeth called Mood with Lauren Elizabeth launches tomorrow. It's now available on Spotify and iTunes, so feel free, check it out. Search Mood with Lauren Elizabeth or just Lauren Elizabeth. It will come up. Subscribe, leave a review, support our girl tomorrow. And we do have a new TNN show dropping pretty soon after Lauren, so exciting stuff. Stay tuned on that. Merch store is open, shopmorningtoast.com. I launched 6 new shows for the Dirty Jeans Tour, Verona, New York,
DJT Verona,
Tarrytown, New York,
Tarrytown,
Ontario, Kansas City, Missouri,
Kansas City,
Margot,
Turning Stone. Turn
That's
those stones,
Verona.
y'all.
That's Verona.
Turn those stones, y'all.
Margot, what were the other ones? Oh, Englewood, New Jersey, Bergen
Englewood.
County, and one more. Check them out, girlwithnojob.com. They're selling really well, so thank you guys for that. Also, get your tickets before they're gone. If you weren't able to get the tickets to the show at the Beacon, which I know a lot of you weren't, there are now areas like Englewood, Verona, Tarrytown around that you can get tickets to, and it'll be really fun. I'm really excited.
It's going to be wonderful. Follow me at Jackie O Problems because my content is so fucking premium right now. I don't know if I should ever post on Instagram again because
That's the tough thing with
my
having.
flow is since LA.
Flow on fleek.
My flow is on fleek, and I don't know. My first picture back is just going to be like a gray cloud.
I just sounded like such a grandma. A flow on fleek.
The flow is on fleek.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the Morning Toast, the Millennial Morning Show, where we go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. Feel free to subscribe at the Morning Toast YouTube. Leave a review. You know how you do. No, you don't leave a review. Leave a comment. Also, we're available as a podcast, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Radio, iHeartRadio, anywhere you can listen to podcasts. So feel free to search, subscribe, Morning Toast, leave a review, do what you got to do. We love you.
Wait, should they leave a review?
1,000%. Yeah.
Okay, but we don't want to be Sunday Riley.
But in no means am I, paying for reviews, bribing for reviews. Just like if you're feeling organically.
And if you're watching the show and you made it to this point, like I assume you enjoyed it, so leave a review about how you enjoyed it.
It means a lot to us.
Enjoyed it.
It means a lot to us, but in no means are we, endorsing a review or purchasing a review.
We're endorsing a review.
But we're not purchasing.
No, we're not purchasing.
You will not get anything from us.
No. Anyways, that's all she wrote now. See you tomorrow.